Hey guys, and welcome to Full of Joy Life Coaching YouTube channel. I am Coach K, and I'm here today with another Stepping into 40 interview. Today, I have a very close friend of mine. We've been friends for a long time, since we was in single digits. Miss Renee Mack. Hi, Renee. Welcome.
Hey, thank you.
So happy to have you here. So tell everyone about yourself.
Okay, well, I'll start with I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland, so I want to give a shout out to Baltimore.
Yay!
I love to travel. I'll say that. So I've bounced around a bit, but Chicago is currently my home. I've lived in Virginia, where I went to school. I've lived in Mexico City, and I have plans to live other places as well. We just working those plans out. So I'll end it there. The next interview. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I can't wait to see what the next city is. I can come visit you there. I gotta do Chicago one more time before you move out. So I'll be out there one more time.
Oh yeah, we wrapping it up in Chicago. We wrapping it up.
All right. Well, I'll be out there before it's fully wrapped and shipped somewhere else. So you've recently turned 40. I'm the baby of all my friends, so I still have another month to go. But tell me, how does it feel to be 40?
So 40 feels like that. I'll start with this. 30, I had to be dragged into 30. 30 felt like that maternal figure who was like wagging her finger at me, and she came and she dragged me in. 40 feels like a girlfriend. We feel like we peers, we equals. Like I'm here, I'm getting in, I'm coming into my own. That's what it feels like. I still got some work to do, but I walked into 40. She didn't have to come and drag me, kicking and screaming. I said, I'm here. I welcome you. And I'm really grateful for all of the lessons and experiences, the heartaches, the pains, the joys, the love that has got me to this place.
Oh man, I love that explanation because I felt the same way. Like I had to be dragged into 30. I could be crying and screaming and kicking. But as I'm getting closer to 40, it's like, hey, this is a blessing. I'm liking this. I still have growth, like you said, but oh, I love that. Yes. So what is the most valuable lesson you have learned so far?
So far, I have learned, it's been a lot of lessons, but one that I'm processing right now is to stay connected to my creativity. It seemed like I took my creativity for granted. And it wasn't until I stopped nurturing my creative gifts where I realized what was in that. That's a connection to my spirituality. That's a connection to my ancestors. That's a connection to like my inner self, and not honoring that, getting busy with work, getting busy with family. I let that go.
I like that.
And that's my self-care. It is, yes, baby.
Okay.
That's my self-care.
Yes.
And a lot of people talk about self-care, and it looks different for everybody. So getting down and dirty with my paints and my crafting and those things, that's how I nurture myself. And not doing that, I've seen and unfortunately felt the negative results of that.
That is awesome. That is awesome. And like you said, that's your self-care. And people have to get in touch with what their self-care looks like. And I'm glad you figured that out and you take time to do that. That's very important too. Taking time to do that self-care. So my next question is, what is one piece of advice you would give to your younger self? That is a certain young man that wants your attention. He is just like, get that interview.
He determined to get my attention, no matter what. But I'm gonna stay focused. We gonna stay focused here.
As soon as this is over with, he's gonna be like, "Who you? Bye."
Right. I would tell my younger self to find a role model, find mentors, and stay connected to them. Looking back, I think about how wrapped up I was with like guys and people who really didn't like pour into me. They were taking, right? It was relationships that weren't fueling me, that weren't like giving me life.
Yes.
And I would tell that younger self, you need some mothers, you need some wisdom poured into you. You need to surround yourself with women specifically. And it could have been some men too, but more so women who had my best interest at heart, because I found myself in a lot of relationships where people were not looking out for me.
Yes. Yes. I love that. Find your village. Find your people. I love that. Who are going to help build you. And then, you know, like you said, people just take and take and take. And even when you don't have no more to take, they still want to take. It's like, what are you taking now? You know, and they never want to lift you up. Yes. I love
and then
that.
when you mean, they call you mean by the time you like running on fumes. It's like,
I'm tired. Can't you see? Can't you see? I poured into you, but you haven't given me anything in return. So yeah, I love that. Find your village, find your mentor. Who do you look up to? Who can help guide you? And yes, I love that. I love that. So you said in the beginning you love to travel. What is your dream vacation and why?
My dream vacation is going to Bahia, Salvador da Bahia, Brazil.
Oh.
I feel like so spiritually connected to this place. When I learned about it, I was in college and I watched a movie called Black Orpheus that was set in, I think it was set in Rio. And I heard the language, Portuguese. I was a Spanish major and I heard Portuguese, which is similar, but I said, that's different. When I heard that language, I felt that in my soul.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, I know this language. I've spoken this language in another lifetime. So I know that things will open up for me and click for me when I go to this place that feels like it's home.
Okay. Just from seeing this movie.
From seeing the movie sparked something in me, and then I started doing research after that on Bahia, and I'm like, this is home.
Okay. So what are you going to
about? Yeah, people talk about Africa, and that's you know, Big Mama home. Yeah. Something about Bahia I feel connected to.
Okay. So do you have any plans to take this trip in the near future?
You know, that's interesting you ask. I have a therapist that I'm working with who does work she lives in Brazil.
Yes.
And she's invited me out there. She's like, Renee, when you coming to Brazil?
You're talking about Renee.
Yes.
Yes. I love her.
She's having a retreat in January. And I have to, this is a challenge of mine, opening up to receive and knowing that I'm worthy of things because the opportunity has presented itself. But I hear myself making excuses like, oh, what about the money? Oh, what about my baby? Oh, what about? So I'm getting in my way of this trip, but there's opportunities for me to go.
So I want to touch on, you said something big that I'm working on too, is opening yourself up to receive and understanding that you're worthy. Because that is something I'm working on as well, where a close friend of mine told me, you have to let people love on you, you know, and it's like, that's a big thing. And I just wanted to touch on that because you said that, and I'm a life coach. You have to open yourself up to receive it and know that you're worthy of it. Let them love on you. You've been invited. You know, the money will return. You know, your baby is fine. Trust me. He just wants your attention right now because you're busy. That's just how children are. But, you know, make that trip. Enjoy yourself. Yes, it will be fun. So, all right, here go the fun questions. What's your favorite 90s song, show, and hairstyle?
Oh, my favorite. Okay, so I love 90s. I love girl groups from the 90s. SWV, Escape.
Yes.
Even Destiny's Child. I put them in that group too. Like women getting together and singing about breakups and love and, you know, being great. I love that. And I would say my favorite song is Right Here the Human Nature remix from
Okay.
SWV. Hmm.
All right. We know your song. What was that song from the 70s or 80s? It's solid as a rock. So
Yes, Ashford and Simpson. Yeah,
yes, I will never forget that one.
I was so old. I was such an old
He's
child.
like, that's my favorite song. That rock is solid. You see? So what is your favorite TV show from the 90s?
Living single, following the girl
Yes.
groups. I love living single. You know, professional Black
Yes.
women dating, talking about work stuff. Like I was like, I can't wait to be one of those women from living single. And I did
Yeah,
have my living single experience. Yes, I did.
you did. I still have mine. You did. And it
Hey,
was fun.
as long as it takes, enjoy it.
To the right one come, I'm happy. And the hair, Renee, the hairstyle. What was your favorite hairstyle?
90s hairstyle.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta put some hand movements for this one. I
You
like
did.
the finger wave. We had the finger waves with the tuck.
Yes.
I like the tuck with the finger waves in the front, maybe a little front roll in the back. Am I doing too much?
No, you're giving exactly what needs to be given right now. I was waiting on this one because you said your hair done. Renee had them waves, y'all. Y'all don't understand them waves. They was, and she could keep them too. They was nice.
That's because you had to sleep like this.
Yeah.
After you got them waves, you know my hair is natural now, and I can't even. I look at it and I say, "Wow, you did some things that I can't believe that you used to do." I talk to my hair,
You
and
talk
I'm
to her.
like,
She have
I
a
talk to
name
them.
like Tabitha Brown's hair name is Donna.
I haven't given her a name yet, but we do have conversations.
Okay.
And I think about some of the things that she used to do. I said, wow, you were really flexible and versatile. And we went through some things together.
Yes. Yes. Mine's too. That's why it's under this wrap right now. We'll have a talk later because I gotta get ready for church in the morning. So what is on the horizon for you right now? What's coming up? What are you doing? What are you working on? What would you like to share with the people?
So right now I'm in a deep space of transformation.
Love it.
I am incubating my business, my offering to the world, which will incorporate elements of my doula work.
Mm-hmm.
So that's on the horizon once I come out of this space that I'm in, where things are changing and rearranging themselves. So if anybody's interested in birth work, working with, that creative energy and bringing things forth, that's the offering that I'm working on.
Do you have a way people can follow you or get in contact with you? Not right now.
So right now I'm on Instagram as Renee Mack.
Okay.
I don't have any business links out there yet. So like I said, while I'm in this space, until I finish my birthing process,
understand.
That's what it's like right now. I'm in probably the second trimester.
Okay, that's beautiful. But what we'll do is that when you're done and it's birth, I'll bring you back on my YouTube channel so we can introduce what you have given birth to. I would love to do that.
Oh, I can't wait to introduce my baby to the world.
Yes, I love it. So is there anything else you would like to share with us during this Stepping in the 40 interview?
Just thank you. Thank you to all of the love that has been poured into me to get to this place. I feel like sometimes I feel like a little girl and sometimes I feel like grandma. But when I sit back and realize that so many people have like poured into me, I have to just give thanks to be able to be at this place in my life and offer a hand back when I can. So
I love that. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, thank you so much for coming onto my YouTube channel and doing this interview. People stay tuned. I'll be interviewing someone else next month, and then it will be my Stepping into 40 interview. So thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.